Hey, welcome back, guys. We're going to do a video today for if you're thinking about getting into smoking meat. You're kind of on the fence, and maybe you've seen some of the bigger pits out there, and you're a little intimidated. You don't know whether or not you want to dive in or not. I'm going to show you a entry-level, just basic smoker that's fairly cheap that you can purchase and use to decide if it's something you want to pursue further or maybe something you're just not interested in at all. Okay, so this is my first ever smoker. It's about 5 years old. It's a Masterbuilt vertical cabinet propane smoker. It takes wood chunks and chips. You can't put splits in here. There's some pros and cons to it. The pros would be it is fairly cheap. I think it was 300 bucks. It is efficient. You don't have to babysit it. You do have to keep an eye on it, but you don't have to babysit it like an offset. But it's not as easy as an electric. It takes, you have to definitely keep an eye on the temperatures, but it does hold pretty steady. It is a water smoker. I'll show you inside. I have a pan ready to go. I'm gonna do some chicken wings this afternoon in it just to show you guys. Some of the original water pan rusted out, so I replaced it. I either use a bowl like that, just some water, or I'll put a tin foil macaroni tray right here, a disposable macaroni tray right in here, and fill it with water. I guess you would call this the firebox, has a tray, or had a tray, to put your wood chips in. I don't like using chips, I use chunks. So that was not well made. Even this is starting to rust out, so I just put an old cast iron pan in there to put my wood in, which works fine. More cons for this is the size. As you can see, it's not very big at all. You could do a pork butt in here, but I would keep it to maybe 5, 6, 7 pounds maybe, max. You can do chicken wings, shotgun shells. You can do racks of ribs, but you can't fit a full rack in here. You have to cut it in half, which is one of the things I hated about it. I like doing full racks. It's very thin metal, no insulation. So the cooking times will take longer than a more expensive smoker. You can see it has damper up top. One down there. One on this side. Little drip tray for the grease. Overall, if you're thinking about getting into it, this is something you should check out. You won't be spending a ton of money. It will last. Like I said, I had this one, I think, 5 years now. I still keep it for sentimental value and to do like small little things rather than fire up the bigger ones that I have. But just something to think about if you're thinking about getting into the hobby, but you're not sure and you don't want to drop a ton of money, this might be an option for you. So this is how you use it. It's just got a regular dial, just like a stovetop. I always turn it halfway. Just hit the igniter. There you go. Close it up. Let it get up to temp. Throw some chunks on there. Then put the chicken on. I'll show you guys how it works. So you can see we got some smoke rolling here. You can also see the seals aren't very good, which is one of the things you get for a cheap smoker. I mean, you can adjust this door probably by bringing it in a little bit further or adding a gasket. I never did that. When I first got it, I didn't know much about it. I just went with it. So I only use it once in a while for small things. I'm gonna just throw some wings on just to show you guys how it works. And maybe it's something you'd be interested in. Alright, so the wings have been on for 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Still got some nice smoke. I'm gonna add one more piece of cherry. Just open this up. Just toss that chunk right in. Close it up, we'll take a quick look. You can see they already got some smoke on them. Front are just salt, pepper, garlic. The back are meat church gospel. Still got a ways to go, but just give you an idea. We're a little over an hour in. We're running right at 300. Perfect. Let's take a look. Still got nice smoke. Starting to get some nice color on these. Might turn them. So far, so good. I mean, I know it's a cheap smoker, and it's my first one. No insulation, it leaks smoke, but I still love this thing. It still works great for, for smaller stuff, and I don't know. I'm still attached to it, I guess. So put these back in. Another 30 minutes. We'll check on them. Probably be done within another hour. All right, so we're about an hour and 45 minutes in. These are done pretty much. I'm gonna leave them on for a couple more minutes. They're at about 175. Chicken is 165, but you can take wings to 175, 180 even, and have no issues. Still be juicy and tender. One thing I wanted to just show you how these look. Let's see, they got really nice color on them. I mean, this is just a $300 smoker. I mean, you can't ask more than that. I love this little thing. The water smoker. In case you're brand new and never, you don't know about this type of stuff. I know most of you guys probably do, but just in case you don't, the water does two things. Number one, it keeps the cooking chamber moist with the evaporating water. Keeps the meat moist, the cooking chamber moist. And number two, water obviously boils at 212 degrees. So it also helps stabilize your temps when you open the door, because when you open the door to check temperatures or to baste or to turn stuff, whatever, when you close that door, you're still gonna have that bowl of water in there at 212 degrees. So it'll help your temperatures come back up to that mark, because your chamber is gonna have a bowl of water or a tray of water at 212 degrees. So it'll help it come right back up to that temp quickly, as they're running just a dry pit. So these are gonna come off soon. They actually look really good. Take them off in about 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm not gonna sauce them. I'll just take a look, see how they are. So the wings are done on the Masterbuilt. I said I wasn't gonna sauce them, but I lied. I kept 4 unsauced, and I sauced 4. The top 4 are just salt, pepper, garlic. The bottom 4 are meat church gospel, and I sauced them with Cosmo sauce, the honey habanero, or one of their sauces. I forget what it is, but just this is why I won't get rid of that thing. Look at these. If you could see that. I mean, they came out great. That's a $300 smoker, just cabinet propane smoker. And these look fantastic. So if you're thinking about getting into smoking, you might see, like, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, even more than that, dollar offset smokers or cabinet smokers or whatever. You don't need that just to dip your toe in. You can start at the bottom, $400 smoker, and just like I said, dip your toe in. Just see if you like it, if it's something you want to pursue. If it is, then you can, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can order custom smokers or anything like that. But just to, you know, get started, you don't have to spend much. 300 bucks, get a cabinet smoker, get a cheap offset if you want. It's much harder to learn on, but, or even get a pellet grill, just to learn on. I think once you get going, if you enjoy it, you're gonna want an offset. I mean, at least I did, but something like that right there can still make really good looking stuff and delicious too. So don't sleep on it, just give it a try. I know there's a lot of people who are, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but some people are kind of barbecue snobs, and that's with any hobby. They tend to put down methods that they don't do. Like if they run an offset smoker, you know, they'll tell you a propane smoker or electric smoker, you're not really smoking meat, you know, it's set it and forget it. And it kind of is, but still, I mean, everybody started somewhere, and I don't like when people put down other people's preference. Like, I'm not a fan of electric smokers, but to people who are, God bless, do your thing. You're still outdoors and smoking meat for your family and having fun, and that's what it's all about. So any method of smoking is cool by me. I mean, whatever you prefer. That's one of the cool things about this. You can do it any way you want, whatever rub you want, whatever smoker you want, whatever taste you like. There's no wrong way. As long as the food is edible and it's done your way, God bless. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, share the page if you like it, and I'm gonna take a bite of these wings off the $300 Masterbuilt cabinet smoker, and I will not part with that thing unless it's for a friend who is looking to just get into it and he has no money. I'll give it to him. Or even a stranger who wants to just get into smoking and has no money to buy one, then I would part with it. Otherwise, that's staying with me. It was my first one. My wife bought it for me. It got me into this, and even though I can't cook full racks of ribs or a brisket or anything like that on it, small stuff, once in a while I break it out, and the sentimental value, it means a lot to me. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, and I'm gonna give these wings a shot. Look at that. $300 Masterbuilt propane smoker. I mean, it's unbelievable. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.